Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to share with you some tips on how to do formatting of legal document in the text box on the Canvas platform. You will be able to save time during the exam by using efficient ways that I introduced in this video to make fast and decent formatting. For those of you who are taking online exams on the Canvas platform, you may find this video helpful. As we all know, we need to focus on typing the exam answers rather than spending much time on figuring out the formatting during the exam. However, marks will be given for the presentation and using the appropriate formatting. In this video, I will cover 3 types of legal documents and will focus on the parts that require a more advanced formatting techniques, including drafting of statement of claim, affirmation, and summons. So without further ado, let's dive into it with document number 1, statement of claim. A typical statement of claim looks like this. It is a district court case. For high court cases, you change the header squared in the red box into this. Let's get started. We go to the Canvas platform. As we can see, they only have some simple formatting tools. To save time, I've already typed out all the text that we need for the header. Let's go straight to the formatting. For the first few lines, we simply click on the Align Right and Align Center button. Since we cannot add tabs in the Canvas text box, as we do in the Microsoft Word, so we just press the spacebar to manually position the party's name to align center and press spacebar again to position the word plaintiff and the word defendant to the right. By the way, if you want to learn how to format legal documents in Microsoft Word, you can click on the video at the top. The faster way is to just copy and paste a small portion of space and paste it, so this can shorten the time for typing the spacebar. And then for the title of the document, we can just click the Align Center button. So this is how we make the header in the Canvas text box. After making the header, I would suggest we make the backsheet, because in exam condition, we might overrun in typing the content. Typing the backsheet at the beginning will make sure we get the easy marks. For the backsheet, we copy the header. Since this text box does not have the ruler function like Microsoft Word, so we need to create a one-time zone table. Then we drag the left border of the table to reduce the width. Then we go to Table Properties by putting the cursor within the table and then click on Table Properties. We change the border to 0 to remove the border. Then we change the alignment from none to right, so the whole table will align to the right. Then we make some minor adjustment and then amend the spacing in the table. Then we are done with the backsheet. For the paragraphs in the content, there are 2 ways to do it. The first way is we manually number each paragraph. The second way is we use the auto-numbering function. I will show you both ways. It is up to you to choose the most comfortable way. To me, I prefer not using the auto-numbering function because it gives us more flexibility. To create a subparagraph, we need to click the left indent button at the top. For the second paragraph, we need to click the right indent button to go back to the main paragraph, and so on and so forth. For auto-numbering, we click the numbering button at the top. The problem with the auto-numbering function is if we press enter, like to create a line spacing or when we need to add one more line or one more paragraph, the number will restart counting from the beginning. However, there is no such problem if we type the paragraph numbers by ourselves. For auto-numbering, the second problem is we press the numbering button at the top. Then if we want to indent it, we need to click the left indent button at the top for the subparagraphs, and then we click the right indent to go back to the main paragraph. You can see that this auto-numbering function can only produce numbers. We cannot use ABC to count the subparagraphs. If you really want to use the auto-numbering function, there is a way to overcome this issue. We press the numbering button at the top. We got the first paragraph there, and then we press Shift Enter. The next line will be indented. Then we need to manually input the numbering for the subparagraphs. Shift Enter again to skip a line, and we press Enter to get the second number for the auto-numbering. So it is like if we press Enter, it counts consecutively. We cannot skip lines or it will then restart counting. If we want to skip a line or add a subparagraph, we need to press Shift Enter. So the system will remember where we left off with, but we still have to manually input the subparagraph's numbers. For the statement of claim, I want to share with you another tip on how to do the particulars of the contract or particulars of damages, etc. on the Canvas platform. Again, to save time, I've already typed out all the text that we need. Let's go straight to the formatting. For the first line, we bold and underline it, and click the Align Center button at the top. Then we create a 2x4 table, and then we put all the contents into the table. Then we adjust the table border. Then we go to Table Properties and change the border to 0 to remove the border, and change the alignment from none to center, so the whole table will align to the center. After some minor adjustments, then we are done. Now we will move on to document number 2, affirmation. For affirmation, we use the same method to create the header, so I will not discuss the header here again. Basically, an affirmation is like a witness statement. It is a type of evidence. We will be typing the content with paragraph numbers, which I've discussed previously. For the affirmation section at the back squared in the yellow box, as you can see, there are a lot of closed brackets there. Since we cannot add tabs like we do in Microsoft Word, so we can only use the spacebar to create the bracket spacing, just like this. Finally, we will move on to document number 3, summons. We have various kinds of summons. It is a mode of making application to court. In this example, I choose the Order 19 summons. We use the same method to create the header. In this section, I will focus on how to make the content squared in a yellow box. I have already typed out all the text that we need. Let's go straight to formatting. For the first line, we underline it and align center. Then we create a 2x2 table. We put the first paragraph into the upper right box. Then we put the text in the brown square into the upper left box. Then we adjust the table border. And then we adjust the position of the close brackets. Then we put the numbered paragraphs at the lower right box. Since my original text used the auto-numbering function, so we can see that the paragraphs in the lower right box are not positioning in the same alignment with the paragraphs in the upper right box. So we can remove the auto-numbering and we input the paragraph number ourselves. Actually, both using the auto-numbering function or we input the paragraph number ourselves are okay here. I'm just providing you with two options. Then we go to the table properties. We change the border to 0 to remove the border, and then we change the alignment from none to center, so the whole table will be aligning to the center. After typing all the requests we make to the court, we start typing the later part of the summons. Again, we cannot add tabs in this text box, so we need to position the text manually by using the spacebar. For the delivery list, we add a 2x2 table. For the upper left box, we put the word to there. And then the upper right box, we put the first line of the delivery list. And then for the lower right box, we put the rest of the delivery list there. Then we go to table properties. We change the border to 0 to remove the border. Then we change the alignment from none to left. Or we can just keep it as none. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a nice day. Bye.